Brother Wonderlick here, and I'm gonna do another clipless countdown of the top 10 movies that I just can't get into. These aren't considered bad movies or good movies. These are just movies that I just can't get into because of certain reasons. So, without further ado, let's get started. Now, I love all the Spider-Man movies, including this one, but this one is supposed to be the part of the cinematic universe that Marvel's doing, that they bought Spider-Man now from Sony, and I kind of wish they didn't, kind of wish they did, and I don't know, the first two Spider-Man I actually had a connection with, because one, I grew up with Tobey Maguire, and I kind of like Andrew Garfield. This Spider-Man, Tom Holland, I don't see him as Spider-Man. I just see him as a kid playing Spider-Man. I didn't get that Spider-Man feel to his performance. Not that he's a bad actor, far from it. I hear he does his own stunts, but I just didn't like him as Spider-Man. I know I'm picking on a child actor or a teen actor, but yeah, I just don't see him as Spider-Man. That's actually the reason why I can't get into Spider-Man Homecoming. So yeah, that's pretty much the reason why I'm not into Spider-Man Homecoming. So next number. Oh boy, this is gonna piss off a bunch of people, isn't it? Um, yeah, I'm not into Cars, the movie franchise from Pixar. And you say, oh, you hate Pixar movie, you're the devil's take something like that. No, I have a reason I do not like this movie, and it's because of the theme. It's cars. It's talking cars. It's really just for Disney is supposed to be a family thing for both kids and adults, but for some reason this movie feels like it's just meant for kids, and I didn't felt I didn't want that for Disney or Pixar, because they have been going out with great movies like Toy Story, Monsters Inc., The Incredibles, and then they came up with this. I really don't think this move was a good idea, and it got popular by kids. So I guess kids are to blame for Cars, and yeah, this is really why I didn't want to like Cars. The story was bullshit. Yeah, that pretty much is the reason why I don't like Avatar. Is because the story was generic and bullshit. And I believe it's mostly popular because of the graphics and the CGI artists. It looks really real. I can't blame them for that. It's just that the story is just generic, like the coming of age story and stuff like that, and it's just generic. It's like Dancing with Wolves, only with CGI aliens. Yeah, that's mostly the story. Dancing with Wolves with CGI aliens. So, yeah, next number. Oh boy, I'm gonna piss off a bunch of people, huh? Okay, the reason I don't like X-Men is because, well, I'm not a big X-Men fan. I I think I only saw slash like one X-Men cartoon, that was X-Men Evolution. But besides from that, I pretty much didn't like X-Men as a kid growing up. I was more into like Batman, Spiderman more than X-Men, because, well, I like when superheroes go on their own and not in a team. And I know I should like X-Men because I feel like a misfit in the normal world, but I just don't. I I know a lot of people like X-Men, and the movies portrayed that, like Hugh Jackman was a good Wolverine. The person that played Rogue was a good Rogue. Um, I just didn't like this movie because, well, it was also very boring. Yeah, I. That's actually kind of a bad part when your superhero movies boring. I mean, that was the problem with the Ghost Rider movies and Daredevil because they were boring. So, yeah, the reason I didn't like the X-Men movie because I thought it was boring. So I'm sorry if that pisses you off, but that's my opinion. Next number. Okay, this one I'm kind of cheating a bit because before I saw the movie, I saw the Nostalgia Critic review of it, and that was his biased opinion of why he didn't like Signs. So when I saw the movie, I felt his opinions affecting me because I wanted to give this movie a chance because my friend wanted me to give this movie a chance, and I gave it a chance. Don't far from. Trust me, I gave it a chance. It's just the hokey acting, the CGI on the aliens, the video editing was just not my thing. I know a lot of people like Shyamalan for his earlier work, like for Signs and Sixth Sense and all that, but I never thought of, and a lot of people thought of it as like a great horror movie and all that, but I never thought of it as a horror movie. I thought it was as a sci-fi thriller kind of thing, and it didn't work with me. So yeah, that's why I didn't like Signs. Next number. Okay, I want to talk about why I hate this movie. I mean, I really despise it. I mean, I know an adaptation makes sense because you have to make, yeah, put in the story and mix it up a bit. It's an adaptation. I know adaptations have to make changes to make a. But when you're adapting a story from the Bible, you can't make up shit and to say it's story from the Bible. It's like if I told the story of Jesus Christ and they put the Terminator in there. I mean, it doesn't add up, does it? It's and what really pisses me off is that they try to make it like an epic, and that wasn't the purpose of Noah's Ark. Is to help the story of, well, Noah's Ark. And I thought VeggieTales did better. I thought other Disney did better, and I thought other properties maybe did better than Noah. So that's why I hate Noah. Next number. Yeah, I got no other words for it. Well, you see, I actually saw this in theaters with my Uncle Bud and my sister, and well, we thought it was gonna be like a musical thing with rock music, and it was, but it just turned to a, I wouldn't say snuff film. It turned to like a porno, and it just showed like sex scenes, dirty, dirty stuff in there, and I just I didn't want to see that in a movie. I didn't want to see that in film or anywhere else because I just feel awkward watching it. I just feel uncomfortable, and yeah, that's why I didn't like Rock of Ages. Yeah, Illumination is kind of starting for me when it his peak with Despicable Me, and then keep going with Dr. Seuss movies, and then go down the line with personal projects. I did not like this project. The reason is because, well, like Rock of Ages, it was like with music that was already taken from other source materials and stuff like that. So it was like that. But this was with cartoon animals, and there were no sex scenes, so that was a good thing. That was good. That was a good part. But yeah, it just told like different stories of different characters, and I didn't like that. I just wanted to focus on one character. That's all. I know that's probably why I won't like Inception or something like that, but it just thought it had too many stories and just too cluttered together to make it one. And I know some movies try that to be more artsy, but I just feel like it's more confusing. And okay, I think there were like two good characters, and that was the Gorilla Kid and the Porcupine Kid. But other than that, it's just lazy. No, not lazy. Just mess, messy and all over the place. Sorry, this is messy and all over the place. I hate this movie so much, and yeah, this is why it's number one. Because out of all of the movies that were on this list, I hate this one the most because one, it's a book adaptation, which should be easy to do, and two, it doesn't even try to be like the book. It tries to be its own thing, and then if you want to make your own movie, that's fine. But why did you take the name Fantastic Mr. Fox, one of the greatest books of my childhood, and turn it into something that's not it? Also, the characters don't act like the characters from the book. Well, okay, no, some don't. Not all of them don't. And this movie just pisses me off that it has the same name as the book, and I'm pissed off even more that a lot of people like this movie, and it's mostly because of the claymation, which again is pretty good. But aside from that, it needs to tell a good story, it needs to tell good characters, and it needs to tell a good theme, and it didn't do those three well. So that's why I really hate this movie. And I recommend you guys don't see it because this movie is the worst. So thanks for watching. As always, I'm Bradley Wonderlick, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.